Over the past 3 years, more than 20,000 cases have been brought to Russian military courts on charges related to the refusal of individuals to serve in Russia's armed forces, 17,721 of which have resulted in convictions, independent news outlet Mediazona reported on Thursday based on court data. According to Mediazona, most cases, 18,159, related to the unauthorized abandonment of a unit, which carries a sentence of up to 10 years in prison upon conviction. A smaller quantity, 1,369 cases, were tied to a less stringent law, which covers the non-execution of an order and provides for up to 3 years in prison as punishment, while a third group, 1,010, were filed under a law concerning desertion, for which a defendant can be sentenced to 15 years in prison, Mediazona reported. According to Mediazona's figures, prosecutions in Russia hit an all-time high in the spring, with approximately 1,000 cases referred to courts around the country every month, though that figure has fallen slightly in recent months. By contrast, the number of cases relating to the refusal of service is increasing in Ukraine, with 15,000 to 20,000 cases opened each month by investigators there, according to statistics from Ukraine's Office of the Prosecutor General. However, in Ukraine, Mediazona reports only a few hundred cases per month are actually brought to court, and in approximately 2/3 of these, prosecutors request that the defendants not be criminally liable. The Insider reported that Moscow uses a systematic program of gulag-style abuse directed at its soldiers in Ukraine in order to maintain order and punish perceived offenders. Reports of Russian soldiers being abused by commanders and fellow troops have emerged since the full-scale war against Ukraine began. Moscow has only intensified its war effort despite calls by Kiev, the US, and European partners for an unconditional ceasefire as a first step towards a peace deal. According to President Volodymyr Zelenski, Russia recruits around 40,000 to 45,000 men for its military every month. Although Russia did not go through phases of mobilization and has made great use of its prison population, most new recruits have for a while been volunteer contract soldiers lured in by one-time sign-up bonuses, often more than several years' average salary in poorer regions of Russia. In late 2024, Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a decree to increase the size of Russia's armed forces to about 2.4 million, including 1.5 million military personnel.
Polish President Andrzej Duda visited Kyiv on Saturday, Ukraine's Constitution Day, for a farewell meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky ahead of the end of his term on August 6. According to Associated Press, Duda was welcomed at the train station by Ukrainian Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha, who called him a true friend of Ukraine. The Polish leader took part in Constitution Day events and laid a wreath in honor of fallen soldiers. Zelensky awarded Duda the Order of Freedom, Ukraine's highest honor for foreign nationals, for his support of Ukraine's sovereignty and Polish-Ukrainian cooperation. At a joint briefing in Kyiv, Zelensky said, "The question is not what Russia wants, the question is whether we can all stop them, change the point of view of the current leader of the Russian Federation. This is the most important task, between all the other issues, that we have as good neighbors."
Добре. Шановні пані та панове, їх високоповажності президент України Володимир Зеленський та президент Республіки Польща Анджей Дуда. Заява президента України.
Ми обговорили всі питання, які цікаві, скажімо, там, передусім пов'язані з системами Петріот, з тим, як боронити наше небо, і з іншими кроками, пов'язаними з перемовним процесом, а також санкційний напрямок тощо. Наші двосторонні відносини після підписання відповідної угоди. Тобто спектр широкий. Далі на своєму рівні ми домовилися, що будуть міністри оборони спілкуватись, також держсекретар Сполучених Штатів і міністр закордонних справ і на різному рівні, голова мого офісу і також його колеги z amerykańskiej strony.
Tych relacjach też w kontekście trudnej historii, bo prezydent elekt zwracał na to uwagę w kampanii wyborczej chociażby. Dziękuję.
Послухайте, питання не в тому, чого хоче Росія. Питання, чи зможемо ми всі їх зупинити, змінити точку зору діючого керівника Російської Федерації. Це найголовніше завдання. Між усіма іншими питаннями, які є між нами добрими сусідами, головне, це, я вважаю, це те, що несе агресію, і те, про що сказав Анджей тільки що. За що ви боролись, ми боремось за свій суверенітет, за свою незалежність. Це виборюють люди високою ціною, високих втрат, довгих років, а втратити можна дуже швидко. Тому в цьому, я думаю, дуже важлива єдність між нами і Польщею.